Hello everybody, this is a Lighthouse Hall of Fame film from the European server Sebastian Potato, back in his M41 Bulldog. We're in mine, standard mode north spawn. There's one artillery apiece and two scouts apiece. Mostly heavies on both teams. Enemy team has 3 mediums, 1 TD, and they have 3 mediums, 3 TDs. Usually a fight for the hill. He's going to the island. Pull up in this bush, you can see tanks that are moving across this way. He's not going to stay there. Nobody immediately moving over toward the island to the south at the moment, so he's moving on. And you can see, if you have support behind you, that can keep people from coming this way to get you out of here. Moving down here lets you shoot up onto the entrance to the hill, and you're far enough away that they can't see you. But you also have, usually have people lighting up targets for you, so you can usually get some good shots up in there. If there's intense action up in here, in this area, it's often a pretty cool place to be. At the same time, if they have some tanks up in here that decide to come kick your butt, there's not too much you can do about it.
Enemy harbor is hit. Enemy harbor is destroyed.
He doesn't really have too much action going on up there for him to exploit, so he's moving on. Doesn't make any sense to stay out there and wait, because there's not going to be a fight up on the central mine in a position where he can take advantage of it, so he's wisely moving on to find something else to do. And that's really one of just the fundamental things about playing any kind of tank is, if nothing's happening that you can take advantage of where you're at, don't just sit there forever. Especially in a situation like this where it's not going to develop. What you need to happen isn't going to happen, so don't wait around for something that's not going to occur. Go put yourself in another position where you can help your team. It's a close fight, but they're starting to increase their small advantage that they have. Enemy target is dead. He's trying to find a sniperable target, and there's not really a good choice right now. The RHM looks like he moved into a position where he's vulnerable. And now the enemy team's mounting a comeback. RHM ended up moving behind a rock out there, so but here's the easy kill coming up.
Ready to fire. Enemy armor is destroyed. Enemy is hit.
So he'll just pop out from the cover of this rock and take a shot at the tiger if he hasn't moved. Unfortunately, there's nobody to the north to help him out here, so the tiger's home rushing. Hopefully Artie can get a hit in and help him out. Otherwise he's going to just run around, get on the other side of the rock. And now, what's the tiger doing? He just, oh, okay. The FCM attacked, so he turns the other way, and it's going to be too late for him. He'll be dead before he can recover. That's just harassing somebody into making a bad move. The bulldog was a threat to the tiger, too, so he tried to react to him and put himself in a position where he died. If he would have stayed back, he would have forced the FCM and Sebastian to come to him, and it would have turned out a lot better for him.
Target acquired. Enemy armor is damaged. Enemy armor is hit. Enemy vehicle destroyed.
And once again, you'll see Sebastian do this a lot. Before he fires, he backs off the bush as long as he still has the angle to get a shot. And it allows him to get off multiple shots without being spotted. That's the difference between 150 points of damage and 450 in a kill. And he didn't take any hit point loss in the act of doing it. Simple little things that do wonders for your win rate and stats. Shooting from a bush is okay, but you probably only get one shot off before you have to move out of line of fire. Backing off at least 15 meters, getting the bush to go opaque again, much better, because you get off multiple shots. Putting yourself in a position where you're double bushed and there's two sets of bushes between you and your target, even better. Now he's spotted, he's going to have to back up. And he's going to run away, I think. Try to get some separation again. Now would be a great time to go take out Artie because both the enemy tanks are at the opposite end of the playing field. So he can go in there real quick, take out the artillery, and then come back. But he's going to try to pick on this MS Centurion more.
Where'd they go? Rock hit. Ready to fire. Penetration. Enemy armor is
Well, he kind of appeared out of nowhere, kind of in a weird position for an arty, but not quite lined up as Sebastian burst into view, and he ends up dying. Now it's 1-on-2. Just under 3.5 minutes to go. He's working on getting separation again, try to set up some more easy shots on his target. And here they come. I think they have him cornered now.
penetration. Penetration. That one didn't go through. Enemy armor is damaged. Enemy is hit.
Man, one tank to go, 2 minutes left. Plenty of ammo, 31 rounds left. If he gets the next kill, it's a Radley Walters and a win. Down to a minute to go. And he's trying to get enough separation to where he can use his view range advantage to produce a victory. So I think he's going to run around maybe up onto the mines again. Lots of bushes to spot from up there.
Target acquired. Let's find another target. We didn't even scratch them. Enemy armor is hit. We didn't penetrate their armor. Critical hit.
And there's the game. Even though he has shots on target at the end, doesn't quite have the oomph enough to produce enough penetrations to get the victory, and they end up with a draw. I know he was really frustrated by this one because if he had a little bit more time, he could have played the guy and gotten a win. Just ran out of time. Ends up 3,730 damage and 7 kills, 34-44 shooting, 77%. Adds in 1,229 assisted damage. I think that's what I wrote down. Could be 1,729. Got 3 spots. Earned 5,964 credits. Had 12 points of cap defense for right at the end. And man, he drove 7.69 kilometers, which is a crazy amount of driving on mines. He's running all over the place. He got survived the fight, got a Top Gun and High Caliber, and then Bruiser, Demolition Expert, Duelist, and Fire for Effect mini medals, along with 2,742 XP. It gives him a second place battle score of 2,812. So he didn't rush into the mines right away, which you don't always have to go that way. And he went out onto the island, got some initial spots out there, but he kept going down here because it lets you shoot back into any kind of brawl going on up on the mine's opening. Unfortunately, there wasn't much of a brawl up there, and so he realized he has to move on to help his team. Ended up going up onto the mines himself, and then at the end, trying to keep enough separation on the Centurion and the IS-3, he ends up on Sniper Hill, manages to pick off the Centurion as it charges towards him, and just ran out of time trying to deal with the IS-3. Total mismatch there. It was just a matter of time until he could produce a victory, but that one critical thing he needed, time, he just didn't have enough of. So there's sometimes, even if you're watching the clock, you know time's running out, but you just can't put yourself in a position to win. That's all you can do is try and hope. He had a position where he could produce damage at the end, but because of the armor and he was shooting at the front of the tank, he just didn't get enough shots in critical places. So, as long as their time's ticking, you gotta try. Sometimes you get that big hit that does it for you, sometimes you don't. Either way, he ends up in the Hall of Fame. Happy hunting.